Hello guys, it's Mungai Eve. Welcome to the Mungai Eve show, and of course the #1 online TV show. And guys, leo niko na Nasra, comedian. Most of you have been telling me nimtafute tupige story, ati yako na chai, nimechemka kuchemka nimtafute isipoe. You know what guys, leo nimemtafuta nikampata. Anyway, Nasra, ukoaje?
Niko fresh sana, ukoaje?
Mimi niko poa, nashukuru God. Yeah, anyway, nikiangalia hapo nyuma, nikiangalia nguo yako na una something modesty fashion by Nasra.
Yes.
Maybe before tuendelee, you can tell us what is it all about?
It's my event, ni mimi nafanyaga. It's called Modesty Fashion Show by Nasra. We did the first one in around 2019. So basically ni runway ya Waislamu, you know, giving our Muslim girls an opportunity to walk and showcase their talent, their modeling talent, by not changing anything about themselves. Like identity yao bado iko the same, but they can do whatever they want. So hakuna kuchange scarf, kutoa nini. You model with your being a Muslim.
Okay, what pushed you to do it? Is it because you are a Muslim? Uliangalia ukaona most Muslim girls you don't get an opportunity ama ilikuwaje?
I think there's a time in 2019 nilikuwa nimeenda event flani, and when I went for the event, it was a fashion show event. Nilikuwa nimeboeka home, nikasema acha niende nione venye kuna happening. Then I met some Muslim ladies, and then waliniona tu wakafurahi, like, oh my God, Nasra, mambo, imagine sisi hatuwezi tukawa kwa hii runway until tutoe scarf zetu. So I was like, wait a minute, you want to tell me in this generation there's nothing for Muslim girls to wasichange identity yao for them to push their careers? You want to tell me that? So that is why nilikaa chini nikaifikiria sana, and I was like, let me do something for my people. That is when I came up with Modesty Fashion Show.
Okay, umesema you did the first one in 2019.
Yes.
How was it?
Hey, it was hugely successful.
Wow.
Ilini shock. We did it at like Regency. I think I was expecting only like 100, 150 people, but we had like 450 plus people.
So it doubled.
Yani extremely. So kuonesha that the market is there. People are hungry for such a thing. They just didn't know how to work it. So Nasra is here to fill that gap.
Okay, nikiangalia pia kwa Instagram, I find people telling you you have a nice taste of fashion, na wanapenda venye umevaa. Is it a factor yenye pia ilikupush kuanzisha Modesty Show? Because also as a Muslim unatrying to spice up your dress code.
Yeah. I think mimi napenda tu fashion. But when I was initially starting this program in 2019, sidhani nilikuwa demo wa fashion hiyo time, nilikuwa nimechapa yani. I think nilikuwa naanza career, si niliingia Churchill show 2018. So the next year 2019 is when I launched this. But saizi ndo watu wengi wananiambia uko na fashion sense tamu, unajua kudunga nini. So I think it's in me. I just love fashion. I just love spicing up my looks and all that. Nashangadi waleo mbona hawaniitangi hizo vitu za Fenty, Wakanda, ni show up. Yani ni waoneshe get actress kando. Nasra is the queen, you know. But maybe wataniita one day, one time.
Okay, so talking of that, there was a time you were looking for designer, you're looking for stylists when you wanaweza style Muslims. I'd like to know, is it very hard to get somebody who can dress a Muslim or a Somali ama inakuangaje?
I think si hard, ni vile tu hii market ya fashion ya Kiislamu iko limited. Yani wasia bado hawaja embrace hiyo kitu. So unaona kama wewe kuna demuku style, she's amazing. I love what she does for you. But kwetu inakuwa ni ngumu. So unapata ukiambia mtu unataka stylist, fashion designer ndio anakam. Fashion designer yeye ana design nguo hivi. Sasa stylist ni kuchukua hiyo nguo, achukue nguo ya mtu mwingine, achukue kiatu ya huyu, aziunganisha zilete pamoja. So for our community there is something that is not there. Ndio maana hiyo time nilikuwa nawaambia, yani it's a niche. Yani mse mwenye atashika hiyo kitu na aive, ataenda akiendanga, na mimi nitakuwa mtu wa kwanza kumpea hiyo job. Juu mimi I do most of my styling mimi mwenyewe. So unapata saa zingine nachoka kutafuta ndavaje. So nikipata mse wa kunifanyia hizo vitu, kazi yangu inakuwa rahisi. Yeye pia anapata job yake.
Especially as an artist.
As an artist ni ngumu kujuggle hizi vitu zote. Kama leo I had called for a press conference, but nimejipata niko Machakos shughuli zingine. I had to rush nirudi. So ni ngumu. Being an artist is so hard. Uko na mashughuli mingi, you have to do this na uko peke yako. So ukipata msee mwenye at least anaweza kushikilia hii part, manager kwa hapa, uko na hii nini, it will be very easy.
Very easy, yeah, sure. So the show is happening on 10th of December.
Yes.
I would like to know this time around, mna expect watu wangapi?
Tuna expect the same number ya last time and even more people.
So right now you're ready?
We are ready bana. You know, the only problem we have, challenge yetu tuko nayo ni December ni time most hotels are booked. Yeah. Most venues are
like that time there's a lot, that date there's a lot of events happening.
A lot of events that are happening. So unapata getting a spacious place imekuwa ni ngumu sana. So ile place yenye tumepata, I think maximum inaweza enda ni 400 people, but me I wanted even double the number. You know, but we will work with whatever number we have right now.
Okay, nikiangalia I can see MC Jesse, I can also see another person, like mna work na wao kivipi?
MC Jesse atakuwa host and I'm so humble. Yani I'm a big fan. I'm a big MC Jesse fan. Na I'm so humble that alikubali. Ile tu ushaipigia msanii mkubwa simu naambia ni aje manze niko na event manze. Mimi ni fan wako vibaya, naweza taka tu ukam. Tutajua mambo ya payment. Ananiambia Nasra, sasa wewe unataka kunilipa nini shwali? Wewe unaweza nilipa nini? Hapo nakuja. Yani ni mtu anaifanya from his heart. To come to support me, and I'm very humble and very grateful that he's going to do that for me. The other artist is a legend in the Somali community. He's called Hassan Gantal. Somalis love him, like he's a legend for us. We have so many other artists that are going to be coming. So ni show fulani yenye itakuwa interesting throughout. So models watakuwa na walk the runway, musicians wataperform, tutakuwa na Somali dancers, you know, so many things will be happening. So theme ya hii mwaka ndio itakuwa a touch of Somali. So next time pia theme ita change, but for this one it's a touch of Somali.
Wow, so the event, where will be the event happening in case maybe somebody wants to get a ticket? Anaweza ipataje?
Diamond Plaza 2. Iko pale Parklands. Kupata ticket regular ni 1K, VIP ni 2K. Una just dial *229*66#. Alafu pia you don't have to be a Muslim to attend. As long as you are a fashion lover, you are a fan of MC Jesse, you love Nasra, you love all the other celebs that are going to be coming. Kama ujibambe. Kama at least ujue hawa watu uishiaje, hawa watu fanya events zao aje. Na get kuna watu huu nichekesha asibanga mimi sija interact na Msomali, come interact with us that day.
Akuja interact na all that particular day.
Exactly.
So Nasra, kukiendelea mambo ya hii show, there's a story that has been trending up online about Nasra and your partner Rashid, your ex-partner. And kumekuwa na a lot of stories until yourself you came out ukasema it's true that you guys went separate ways. First of all, we would like to know when did it end and maybe some of the reasons that made the relationship to come to an end.
I think the relationship ended kitambo.
How do you mean kitambo? How is kitambo?
Like tumeachana kabisa ile 4 months. Ile yenye we don't even stay together 4 months. But hata tukiwa pamoja ilikuwa isha kufa pia. Ilikuwa yani ni ile ng'ombe yenye imekufa unailazimisha ikunywe maji at least amke, but it was already dead, and moving on or moving out was the best decision for both of us. You know, tulitry to rescue however much we could, but ilikuwa ngumu.
Okay, so you're saying that mkiwa pale ndani tu ulikuwa na feel hii relationship haiko anymore. Yeye mwenyewe pia, was he feeling the same ama what do you think?
I don't know about him. I will not talk about yani even yeye alikuwa na, I don't know. Sijui. Saizi maybe ndo niko sure pia yeye saizi ashaosha mikono. I think move on na maisha yake. But kitambo I used to have an issue. Kuna vitu zenye hazikuwa zinanisetulia sana. Kuna vitu zenye I can't even talk in public. I don't want to talk about my personal issues in public. Unajua hiyo chai ndio unataka, lakini lakini manze I can't share those problems in public. But ni vitu zimekuwa, as you saw my post, I said ni vitu zimekuwa
over and over again.
Yani ni vitu zimerudia mpaka mwisho nimechoka, you know. I got tired, and as a human being kuna time tu unachokanga. So hata tukua kwa relationship kuna mara mob sana I left.
So even the other, I remember the last time I hosted you on this show,
Yeah.
it was about your time ulikuwa umesema umeachana, then all of a sudden merudiana.
It was last
so
year
even that
November.
it was true.
Yeah, it was true. And it was the same issue yenye nafanya pia sasa nasema nimeachana na yeye. You understand? So this Jui, I think I've done my best. Unajua someone will love to blame me. Nimepata so many DMs, so many hate comments, oh you are a bad wife, utaki kuvumilia. People don't know my side of the story or his side of the story for that matter, because we are not sharing the real issues. But at the same time, hiwezi kuwa kila siku tunapigania kitu the same. Pia si ni watu wazima bana. You know, at least ukiona challenges mpya ni sawa, but the same thing. So that time when I posted that, people thought it was kipindi. It was not kipindi. I don't do kipindi with my life, you know. So the same thing is the same thing happening.
It keeps on repeating itself. So Nasra, you're saying that the same issues kept repeating themselves each and every time. Maybe somebody would ask, did you try maybe seeking help from your parents or something?
Yeah, we did. You know, when it is a marriage, you can't just walk out. You can't just end it. Huwezi sema tu nimechoka na hiki tunaenda, you know. So lazima kukuwe na mature people wanna come between you guys. They listen to both sides of the stories. Wanaona kama how can we make it better. Like the last time I posted nimeachana na yeye last year, the reason as to why tulirudiana, of course nilikuwa nampenda pia, but pia ilichangia grown people coming between us, like hapana msiachane, inaweza solviwa na yeye mwenyewe kuniambia ni aje, I'm gonna rekebisha this ABCD, you get. So for this time around I had already made the decision. Like ilikuwa ngumu sana kunirudisha because sasa nilichoka.
So any definition ya ladies move on while they're still in the relationship?
Hata yeye mwenyewe anajua, even Rashid knows. Nilikuwa yani niliishi nikimwambia siku moja nitaachana na wewe, utaamini, because I loved him genuinely na yeye pia alikuwa anajua nampenda. But I used to tell him siku moja, hizi tabia za hazinifurahishi hizi. One day I'll walk out.
Okay, some of the things that made relationship or marriages ziishe most of the times inakuanga ni infidelity. What can you say about it? Were there maybe such cases ama haikukua?
Kwa serious babe.
Kwa serious nini?
Hizi ni?
Kwani uoni?
Sina nakuuliza ni nini sasa hizo?
Mimi sijui, si ni wallet yako.
Mimi kuacha mchezo.
Ni mchezo aje? How the hell do you have a condom in your wallet, babe? First of all, you can't even trust this man. Tuanzie tu hapo. Yaani hatuwezi tukaamini sana sisi mtetea hapo. Niseme ati I've never catched him with any other woman.
Okay.
I think he was respectful to that extent. I wouldn't say that tuliachana because of infidelity, because sijaimuona na mtu yote. Sijaimuona. Maybe zile kuflat za kawaida zenye he's a celeb, so lazima yeye he's a cute guy, so lazima atapata mademu ana flat na yeye. So hizo ni ile unajam dakika mbili mnarudiana immediately. So it wasn't infidelity. Na pia I don't think infidelity siku hizi ni kitu kufanya watu wanaachana.
Do you know this girl, the time we were even arguing on DM because she was like, oh, Steve, men are polygamous, and then me, I was like, tulipelekana by the way kwa DM because nilishangaa mbona usichana na tete hao.
Yani Eva alinikasirikia usiku. Wewe ni nini? What are you saying? You know, let me tell you. Actually, your time ana nikimekea statement, me I was still single your time.
Okay. People didn't know out there because huko umeiweka, but some people were speculating.
So many people were speculating. So for me to say that enyewe
men are polygamous.
Men are polygamous. It is true. Hiyo kubali. Trevor atapata mwingine kesho.
Nini nikipata kuna shida?
Wewe kuna shida.
Kwa nini? That's what I want to understand. Why?
Can I explain it to you? As a woman, we are built differently as women. Wewe, you cannot love two men equally.
At the same time.
Utapata unapenda huyu mmoja una neglect tu mwingine. At the same time, you are a woman, you're born to get pregnant. So, when you get pregnant, itakuwa ya nani? Mtakuwa wanabishana mtoto ni wa nani, unaget? So for a man they can accommodate so many people in their hearts. Hata zingine that's why unasikia mwanaume anakuambia babe nakupenda, ule dem nililala na yeye tu na ikaishia hapo. That's how they are. Sisi it's not like that. Me if I have sex with you today, it means there was something, yani kuna kitu inatuat. You know, we don't just do that. So for men it is that's why. And then polygamy is not even for sexual pleasures only. It is to protect the community. Kuna madem wameachwa kama mimi saizi surely. Sisi hizi nimeachwa. Sisi surely mkisema mnakuamilia mabwana zenu peke yenu, mimi nitaenda wapi?
Utapata mwingine atazaliwa.
Sasa ndangoja, mimi si sugar mommy, I'm not sugar mommy. I'll not wait for a small boy. Tena saa zingine women, there's some women who are widowed. There's some women who are, you know, so for men.
But there are also men who are widowed.
Yeah, they get women. Actually, ratio ya wanaume na wanawake it's very different. Wanaume wako wachache, mademu wako wengi. So mnataka mademu wengine waenda wapi?
Wajisort. Imagine,
for that the first time you accept it.
I've been seeing even ladies, unajua kama siku hizi kuna kwanga alert test and everything. I've been seeing that nowadays actually ladies are the ones who cheat a lot than men. Na pia wanawake, we find that some of them pia wanasema the same thing yenye umesema wewe na happen kwa mimi, wanasema it was just a one time thing. What can you say about that?
Yao wanatudanganya.
Aje wanasema
unless you're using,
alikuwa anachukua madoo akiendanga.
There's something there. Unless uniambie they're using drugs ama I don't know, like a normal girl. Mtu kama wewe sasa hivi venye tuko na morals zako and all that. You'll not tell me utaenda have one night stand huku na huyu na huyu na huyu na ukose kuwa attached surely. Unless wewe kuna vitu unatumia yenye utuambie.
Ama ni pesa.
Ama ni pesa. Unaona uko biashara. So tusiite tena ati uko busy. So huwezi compare dem ako busy na dem mwenye yuko busy. Una get?
Okay, anyway, apart from hizo issues zote, maybe you can tell us what did you love most about marriage? Of course, hata kama kuna kwanga na issues in everything, hakuwezi kosa tu kitu kizuri yenye unaweza sema yenyewe I used to enjoy this part of the marriage.
There's so many things I used to love. And I'm gonna get emotional.
Aww, don't cry.
Oh my God.
Usilie.
Hey.
I want to let us have
So, I'd say the companionship. He was a genuinely good guy. That is one thing I'll say for sure. He was my friend. So I feel like I'm actually losing a friend. Apart from losing a husband, I am losing a friend. Na sisi tulikuwa tunapiga story ya kila kitu. He used to make me so happy. Ananichekesha, you know. And we used to share everything. Unapata saa zingine maybe your time tumesota but we are okay. Venye tu tuko mimi na yeye. Maybe as in it's rare to get such thing.
Okay. But mbona basi ubeshte haingebaki or it was hard?
Ni hard. Saizi kwanza ni hard until kila mtu wa move. Maybe with
later
time.
in life.
Maybe with time. Because at the end of the day, sisi wote ni wasanii. We are comedians. So maybe tuta meet up uko mbele. But for now, itakuwa ni hard because feelings are still there. I'll not say that I hate him. I don't hate him. I'll not say that I am completely over him. No. I'm just choosing myself. I'm choosing my mental health. And he's doing the same as well. So
Okay. Okay, so Nasra, you come from a different society, tribe, religion compared to him. I saw people asking, was it religion or maybe tribe amongst the factors that contributed you guys separating?
No. That was not even a factor because mimi nilimchoose. There were so many people who were after me that time, but I still chose him. You know, I still disagreed with my whole family by choosing him. I didn't look at the fact that, you know, I'm more famous than him. You know, I get more things done than him. He's not a Somali, I'm a Somali. Like, those were non-issues for me because I genuinely loved him. So for me, it was more love. So, and I even fought for the relationship. And that is something he'll tell you for a fact. I've really not spoken to my dad for over 2 years. And my dad is my heart, you know. Me, I'm a daddy's girl. Anytime any day, you know. But I
You've
haven't
not
been,
talked for 2 years.
For
and
2
you have
years.
been in the relationship, in the marriage for how long?
we've been together. Marriage nimekuwa 1 year. Tumekuwa kwa relationship 4 years. So tumekuwa pamoja 5 years.
So the reason
You
you've
get?
not talked to your dad for 2 years?
Because of him. You get? Because my dad doesn't like the fact that, you know, he is not, as in, you get? So for me, it was so hard losing my friend, because me and my dad used to be this close, you know? But it was just hard for me not being in good terms with him because of my husband again, whom I genuinely loved. So nilikuwa place yenye I have to balance. So my dad pia yeye alikuwa ashaamua we enda na huko kama ni yeye umeamua, you get. So I fought for the relationship. It's not like I didn't try. I tried my level best, you know, but it didn't
And
work.
so far, have you talked to your dad?
No, not yet. I'm scared.
But have you tried reaching him, you know?
Oh my God, no. Hey.
Well, so you've not yet talked to him, to your dad?
Not yet. Bado sina hiyo nguvu. But mtamtafuta tu. I'll look for him. I've tried several times to talk to him. Amekuwa akinipush away, na pia mimi I fear rejection sana. So pia mimi nilikuwa na avoid hiyo kupatana naye alafu ni reject, nianze kufeel sad and all that. So I think now that tumeachana, maybe we can sit down, then I apologize if I did wrong, you know.
Okay, now since your dad had an issue from the beginning about your marriage, don't you think it also contributed, because as an individual, as a daughter, you wouldn't want to lose your dad?
For me, I chose him. Yani, mimi nilikuwa ile place ya ni sawa. Buda ameamua hivyo. Maybe one time he'll come around. Because mimi na buda yangu we used to be close sana. And I'm hoping one day itarudi kukua hapo. But your time I decided, sawa, buda hataki relationship, but now we're already married. What do we do? I'll choose you. You get? So, na reason ya buda kuchukia relationship haikuwa something major. Unajua buda akiniambia mtu ni mwizi, nimemwona akiiba hapa, wachana na yeye. Unajua ina make sense. Pia mimi nikiendelea kukaa kwa hiyo relationship, nikikuja kulia kesho mtu anaamini mwenda wazimu. But reason yake ilikuwa tu zile mentality za watu wa kitambo.
Yeah,
why are you with a different tribe, you know? So mimi sikuona ikiwa issue at that time. Na mimi kuachana na Rashid, see, because that sister family are not okay with him, because I was okay with him. What mattered was me and him. So I feel like at some point tumefailiana. That's what I'll say. Yeah, mimi failed sana. Na pia mimi, I don't know, maybe pia mimi nimemfail.
Okay, nikiangalia kwa there's a time you are sharing on Insta stories, and somebody asked whether you'll be ready to get to marriage again in the future, and you said that it will take a lot of money. And I was like, is it all about the money?
No, it's not about the money. No, it's not about the money. It has never been about the money. I am not a materialistic person. Mimi ni ule msee. In fact, I'd want to give instead of receiving. You get? And relationship yenye nimekuwa, we haven't been like millionaires, or sasa sisi tuko na mado, sasa Rashid uni spoil leo Dubai leo, you know. I was patient with him. I was, the little we had, we shared, we were okay with it. So now nikisema next relationship itani take a lot of money, it will take a lot of money to convince me to change my mind. I just mean that I'm not ready for marriage again.
Yeah.
Like I feel I've been there, I've seen it. I don't want to experience that, you know. I wish I was able to explain why I'm saying that, but I am not able to explain it. So I'll just say that for me, it's not even an option. The same way I'm nasema pia, being a mother is not even an option for me. Nilishaogopa pia hiyo chapter kwa life yangu. So for me, I think I've lost so much this year. So saizi wacha tu nisiongelele mambo ya
Okay, talking about being a mother is not an option. You shared with us on internet, I think a few months ago, that you and Rashid lost your baby, and we are really sorry for that. Would like to know, was it also maybe a factor in some way that contributed in?
No, it wasn't a factor. I had answered someone on my Insta story that actually connected us sana. because hiyo siku it was one of the toughest days ever, but Rashid was there the whole time. Manze tumekimbia Kenyatta, you know Kenyatta sometimes, acha tu nipeane hii story. Let me give you the story. Watu wamshinda kiniambia share it, that's what really happened, let me share it today. Now June mwisho I had already done my antenatal. Nilikuwa hospitali, nilikuwa naendanga private niko Kiambu. Then on this particular day the doctor tells, ananiambia usha bleed bado. I'm like no bado. So me I thought it is a part of pregnancy, ni kitu ya kawaida. So one day after ameniambia hivyo, like a few days later nika bleed mara moja. So I was like daktari hata alikuwa ameshaniuliza, so it's something normal yenye so imefanyika. So we didn't go to a doctor or take medical whatever because we thought it is normal. Then by the time inafika jioni the bleeding continued, ikakuwa extreme. So hapo tukaona hapana, haiwezi kuwa normal. Rashid alikuwa sha panic at that time. Then he was like acha tutafute option ya acha tupige odo kwanza tumuulize kama hiyo ni normal. Daktari anapigiwa anasema no this is not normal. Meza hizi dawa, ametuandikia madawa fulani nini. Rashid ndio ametoka mbio ameenda kununua hizo dawa akaniletea. Nikakula, that was like around 6. Nikakula immediately nikalala. Then nikaamka kitu kama saa 6:30 usiku. Now I'm bleeding heavily, extremely. You get? And then Rashid was fully panicked. Immediately anashindwa tutafanyaje hapa hivi. Sasa hizo mabolta zifiki hiyo area yetu. And then he remembered he had a friend who is a nurse at Kenyatta. Huyo doctor akaturash Kenyatta. Tulifika Kenyatta around saa 6:30. Protocols ziko kwa hiyo hospitali. I think they need to change those things. Yani hata msituitishe pesa, mtutibu kwanza ndio mtuitishe pesa, baadaye tutalipa. Sisi tuko kwa hospitali, kwa tunaenda wapi? So the whole time ujue mtu mzima you're bleeding. You know what bleeding is, you guys? You know you're losing blood, you're losing so much. You get? Kuna wagonjwa wengi, I understand. So luckily we found a guy that at least alikuwa ananijua. So he saw me, he's like, Nasra, I'm a big fan, what's bringing you? Anaambia niko mgonjwa, I think I'm having a miscarriage or something, I'm not even sure. Akaanza kutusaidia, he's called Dr. Hassan, big up to you manze. Akaanza kutusaidia, at least hizo procedure ikakuwa simpler. Do you know from saa 6:30 usiku nilikuja kutibiwa 6:30 in the morning. The whole time I'm bleeding kabisa. Hadi mpaka sasa nimesha lose consciousness, mpaka nataka kufaint ile kabisa, ndo wanaanza kukimbia kinya kama drip hiyo time. So the whole time Rashid keeps on running up and down, anampeleka kwa hiyo ofisi nyingine, and he comes back, is like, babe don't worry, I'm here with you, usijali, I'm sorry, Paula, you're going through this, you know. So I feel like that moment ilituconnect sana because I saw a different side of him. Sikuwa naonanga maybe kitambo. He was very caring, he was there for me, he was like alikuwa so concerned, he was very, I don't know, he was very caring. So I wouldn't say that caused our separation. It in fact made us become more in love. But at the same time tulikosana 3 weeks after that incident. So it wasn't about the miscarriage and all that. It was just our own issues zilitupata tena.
Okay, umetaja daktari alikuwa anauliza have you kama umebleed. I would like to understand. Why was he asking that?
She was a lady and alikuwa ananiuliza tu, she just called to check, hi Nasra, how are you? How are you feeling so far? Naambia niko sawa. Have you bled yet? I'm like no. She's like oh sawa. So maybe we thought it is part of the procedure. Yani part of the process ya. So I don't know. Maybe yenda to mislead. Mimi naweza sema she really misled us because maybe hata tungekuwa able to save the baby if angetuambia hiyo kitu, maybe immediately we saw the first stain tunge rush kwa hospitali, but yeye alifanya to believe ni kama ni kitu ya kawaida.
Okay, so you've been through a lot, like the miscarriage and then now the break, the divorce. Like how have you been able to come back stronger? You also pushing your own stuff. You have a show coming up. Like how have you managed?
It has been hard. Sitakudanganya. It has been hard. I've had moments where I just lock myself in a room and just cry. I've had moments where I just regret everything. I've had moments where I feel like the only person who will understand me is Rashid. You know, I've had moments where I feel like ama niachane na huyu sasa nini delete tu Instagram mimi niende tu mali sijulikani. I just live my life simple. But at the same time, I've had very good friends. Let me big up. I'm gonna cry again.
It's okay.
My friend cartoon comedian has really been there for me. She's really been such a support system for me. And I really want to appreciate her sana. The first time I actually tulikosana, I decided to go to my sister's place for a while. My sister helped me as well to kukana and stuff. But then I decided, let me go. At least ni tafutane na someone mwenye tunaweza ongea vitu deeper. My sister kuna vitu zezi mwambia juu pia zinamuhurt extremely, you know. Cartoon hosted me in her place for like 2 weeks. Yani the whole time she's just like, wajibambe, have fun, you know, life is simple, life usichukule hivyo venye iko. Always trying to motivate me, anipeleke places poa, and drive around, road trips, everything, just to make me feel good. And finally, when I finally decided, juu hiyo time nilikuwa naogopa naweza rent nyumba yangu. I had the option ya kurent nyumba yangu, but nilikuwa najiambia what if nirudiane na yeye tena, sasa tena nitaanza sasa hivi mjinga gani. That's actually why it took me so long kusema kwa mtandao tumeachana, because watu walikuwa wananipush, mumeachana kwani siku hizi uko peke yako, and I never used to answer because I wanted to be sure to myself first that enyewe mimi nimetoka huko, you get. So when I decided to finally rent my own place, she was still always coming to check on me, and like I felt like she was more of a sister at that time. So I really want to appreciate her sana.
Wow. And you've said about you coming out to the internet and everything. On his side, has he ever mentioned about it on internet?
No. He's one of the most mature people ever. Me ni mature pia, si ati mimi si mature, but just that I had been getting so many questions on it.
On the same.
Yeah, mpaka sasa I need to move on pia mimi. People should stop asking me about the same thing. That is why I shared that. Ndio niondoke. But yeah, he doesn't do that, and I appreciate him for that. Juu pia isikuwa ile utoto fulani ya wacha nisitaje majina. Hii ya back and forth. Huyu alisema, huyu alifanya. Because hata mimi kusema tumeachana, there's nothing much I've given people. I've just said tumeachana. Simple. You get? So yeye sidhani ni hiyo type ya kukuja kubishana na mtu kwa social media. He's a very mature guy.
Okay, you've mentioned about cartoon being there for you. We've been seeing you guys going rounds together, being very close.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us, where did your friendship begin? Ilianza pale Churchill ama mmepatana wapi ndo mkakuwa such a strong bond?
Nimeangusha TV. Nze pole sa. Nze sikuwa na expect hivyo for him. Sikuwa na expect. Kai, kwani TV yako ni fake? Mbona inavunjika vibaya hivyo? Nimeanguka hata kidogo. Of course tulipatana Churchill. Hiyo time akakuwa famous, hata akakuwa mfani. Nilikuwa nang'ang'ana nako. So,
aliambia jokes zake ni far-fetched.
alikuwa na far-fetched. Alikuwa anakuja na mistari zingine mbaya. So, she used to find me kwa crowd. Ananichukua, Nasra nisaidie kujenga hii Nasra. So, I think a certain time in 2019, I wanted to go to Mombasa. Na nikampigia tu, niaje unaweza tokezea tuende Mombasa? Akanambia sawa na come. Then she came, we went to Mombasa. It happens that same day she was really going through a lot. Me, I didn't even know. She was going through a lot. So for me calling her to go to Mombasa with me, and for us talking about whatever it was that was bothering her, was such a relief for her. Like alikuwa anasema, Nasra, wewe hujui venye ulinisaidia hiyo siku ukiniita tuende Mombasa. And for me, I didn't even know it was such a big thing. So from there henceforth, from 2019, we've been close, extremely close. Of course tunakosana hapa na pale, we disagree on things, we quarrel, we do all that. But at the end of the day, she's one of the most caring, most loving, most supportive people you'll ever meet. Sasa zingine hata naonanga wase wakimisunderstand sana, wakifikiria anakosana na watu, akosani na watu, ni watu wamuelewi.
Okay,
She's very
talking
nice.
of you guys kukosana and everything. Kuna siku rumors kametokea, ati mmekosana, sijui you guys were fighting over a man.
Surely, watu tu wazima hivi tu surely. I think mimi sijui hizo vitu zinatokanga wapi. Ni mtu tu alikuwa anataka kuanza mavitu zake. So what happened ni alikuwa ameniblock on her Instagram, but haikuwa kitu kubwa, tulikuwa tunacheza mavitu zetu. So mimi nilikuwa namwambia ukijaribu like it was just a stupid game tulikuwa tuna play, but I didn't know she took it that far ya kuniblock. So the next time naenda kuangalia, I'm a big fan of her, nataka kuona content zake, she makes me happy. So nikienda kuangalia napata huku nilishablokiwa. So kumpigia namwambia kwani uliniblock? Ananiambia kaka hapo kidogo. So it wasn't even a major thing. Ni mtu tu alinotice. Sijui watu unotizaje. Yaani unakaanga tu chini una notice ati nani wale unfollow yet. I don't know. So it wasn't something ati.
So there was nothing like you guys were fighting over man.
Sasa which man? Which man? Surely.
Lazima watu mkozi.
Christian. Bede ama ni yale nikasiri mimi sijui. I don't think it's a man.
Okay, so as we conclude, Nasra, recently you went ahead and changed your YouTube channel name, and I'd like to know ilikuwaje hadi ukaamua sasa you've just decided, you've come up to that decision, and so far so good. Ni content gani utakonakia watu out there, because you are used to seeing couple goals, such things, unajua?
Yani hata ni hard. Sasa sijui anaenda kwa nafanya nini. But before we separated, we had talked of stopping kufanya hizi couple content, because at some point we noticed that ilikuwa inatuletea noma mingi sana.
Because in between yourselves?
Yeah, in between ourselves, because tulikuwa kuna kitu naita evil eye. We really noticed that it was affecting us.
What?
Evil eye. Evil eye ni ile kuna watu hawataki.
Macho mbaya.
Macho tu, yani kuna mtu anaona mkiwa happy anashindwa. So at some point we felt like we are sharing too much. You know, we didn't like the fact that people know how our bedroom looks like, people know how our kitchen, our sitting room looks like. Tulikuwa tunaona ni too much. So tukaongea kama watu wazima, like by the way, tuache kufanya hizi vitu tunafanya pamoja. Na juu hii channel originally ilikuwa yangu until ilikuwa 50k subscribers or something, it was Nasra. So later ndo mimi nikachange ikakuwa Nasra Shade. Tukaambiana why don't we just return it back to the original name. Juu pia wewe uko na channel yako na yake, na iko na followers wengi. So ndo pia mimi nisi have trouble ya kuanza channel nyingine tena kuambia watu subscribe. Mbona tusirudishe hivyo. So yeye alikuwa ameagree, tulikuwa tumekubaliana, and venye wakati but hatukufanya hivyo because we didn't want to give people suspicions kwani mmeachana, because we were together still. But when we separated, naona yeye is still doing his work kwa channel yake Director Rashid, lakini mimi I can't do anything because channel ya couple, so I can't do. So nikakaa tu chini nikajiambia, the last time we talked he was okay with it. I'm not doing it to hurt him ama to insult him in any way, no. Ni kitu tulikuwa tusha agree. So nikajiambia tu let me change it back to the original name. Then nikae chini after this event na nikula kichwa vibaya. When I'm done with the event, nikae chini nifikirie what can I do alone, because hata kitambo before I started doing things with him, I used to do my own things. Na I was doing okay, you know. I don't need kufanya couple content ndio content yangu use. I can still find something better and do it. So with time nitapata idea kali and nitachapa. Now I'd want people to really support his channel as well. Nataka pia yeye afike hiyo 100k. So Director Rashid channel yake inaitwa hivyo. Manze endeni support him as much as you guys can.
Yeah. Wow. So you've been in that phase of marriage and everything. We would like to know, what is that one thing that ukisikia tu marriage inakushtua? What scares you the most when it comes to marriage?
Nimekam kurealize I have a lot of freedom. Kitambo sikuwa na freedom.
Kwani unataka kusema marriage ni jela?
Yani kama nikajela ka fulani kadogo. But zingine si ati jela pia ati mtu amekuwekea. It's not like some mwanaume wako anakuambia don't do this, no. Wewe mwenyewe unajipata ukifanya haufanyi hizo vitu ama unafanya. Like saizi mimi naweza hang out na watu hadi saa 8 usiku. Zamani I wouldn't do that. By 6 nishafika kwa nyumba. Sasa hizi mimi naweza kosa kupika the whole day nikule kwa mahoteli. You know, like na feel freedom. Sasa hizi nikifikiria tena ati nitaolewa tena nianze kuomba mtu permission ya kutoka. Nitaolewa tena nianze kuambia watu akiharakisheni issue tunafanya niende nipikie mzee. Sasa I feel like ako ka freedom. I'm loving it. 100%.
Okay, unajua watu wanasemanga ati kama una enjoy inamaanisha maybe you had not enjoyed enough before you got into marriage. Would you say that?
Actually mimi I think hiyo ndio kitu inanisumbua maybe because nimekuwa kwa relationship na yeye. Yani career yangu ikianza pia relationship yetu ilikuwa inaanza. So sijapata chance ya kujibamba. See, I think I was 23 or 24 your time. 23 maybe. Tukianza kudate. Na unaona 23 huku 21, 20 nini nilikuwa nimefungiwa home. So hakuna kitu naweza do. The only time nimepata ka freedom ni time nimeanza usanii. So nikianza usanii pia nishaanza kujiweka kwa serious relationship. So I hadn't enjoyed hiyo mambo ya I'm taking myself out, I'm hanging out with someone. Size is when I'm getting that chance. Yeah.
Okay, on to our last question, Nasra. Yes. Pia time imesonga. I would like to know, you are a public figure, and there are people who you inspire, especially the Somali ladies who used to watch you a lot, you and Rashid. In the future, if it ever happens that you are in a relationship, would you consider putting it out there? Ama saizi itakuwa ngumu?
No, itakuwa ngumu sana. I wouldn't do that. Sisi taka pia mimi nikue ambare, pia mimi sisi taka nikue sasa na post leo ni content ya huyu, kesho ni ya huyu. Me, I think I'm done. I think I've grown, I've matured, I've known so many things. Maybe hiyo line ya kuenda relationship posting online singefaa kufanya hata from the beginning. Maybe at my age right now, I know that I would not have done that. So why would I want to be in another relationship? Tena nijipe hiyo pressure ya social media. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Saizi hivi kila kitu chini ya maji. In fact, social media, I'll be single. Naweza kuwa na mtu wangu huku nyuma, lakini social media, single.
Okay, tukimalizia Nasra, maybe you can remind people pahali event itakuwa, and cha muhimu pahali unaweza pata ticket, and in case maybe mtu ataweza kufika, anaweza nunulia watu tickets.
Yes. Kununua tickets is very simple. You can buy, you can come watch the show, you can buy for a friend, buy for family. Ticket regular is going for 1K, VIP is going for 2K. Kupata ni just simple. *229 *66#. Manze kamini mnisupport. Yani hii event imenitake a lot of so many things to make it happen, and I'd really want it to be a success because at least itakuwa part of my healing journey kabisa. Na event itakuwa nafanyika Parklands pale Diamond Plaza 2 from 6 p.m. to onwards. Itakuwa interesting. I'm gonna promise you that. So make sure you come. Kujeni mjibambe. That was all I'd say.
Wow, thank you so much Nasra. We really appreciate. I think mimi maswali zangu haziisha, lakini leo tunafikisha hapo. I know by the time guys you watch this video, you'll get answers to maybe something that you have always wanted to know about Nasra, about the show, about the relationship. And in case you have more questions, comment down below tumtafute tena before event ifike. Anyway guys, it has been the Mungai Eve show. In case you're watching this video, make sure you subscribe. We'll meet in the next video.